not going to lie, guys, I am very, very worried about Jota at Celtic. He's been out for such a long time now. He's not kicked a ball this season. I feel he was nowhere near the celebrations, nowhere near, lifting any trophies, getting a medal. I've seen nothing on social media of him posting anything at being at Parkhead or being at Hampden. Then the news came out yesterday that, he might be struggling to come back for the start of the new season, and he might not be back to the end of the year. I've seen a couple of people on Twitter, which is now X, saying that Jota's career is over, by good sources and stuff like that. I really hope that's not true, because he's still a young man. He's got a long career ahead of him if he comes back and stuff, but it doesn't sound good. He got an ACL, and apparently he's really struggling to come back from that, which, he's a top talent, Jota. He goes to Saudi after he leaves Celtic, doesn't work out until they come back, goes to France, no work out again, then he came back to Celtic, for a second stint, and we were all thinking, let's get this Jota back again, because his first time at Celtic he was phenomenal, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. I'm really worried about the fact that his career might be over, and, from a Celtic point of view, that is going to be a blow, because that'll be someone else we'll need to bring in, because I think a lot of fans are expecting Jota to come back, and make the team better and stuff like that, because let's be honest, after last season, anything will be better than what we've had. Even though we managed to win a double, the performances and the style of football was really, really poor. So it is going to be a blow, not to get Jota back. I don't know who the new manager is going to be. We'll be talking about that in length over the next few weeks and months, no doubt. But it's just, it is a big blow, because our wingers at the moment, James Forrest is not getting any younger, let's be honest. I know that he's just signed that new contract, an extension to his contract, but he won't be playing large parts of next season. He'll come on as, a late sub, I would imagine. A lot of people aren't convinced with Sebastian Tenecti. I'm one of them. He's got to do better. Looks like Dyson Maida will be moving on. Balashawi's at the picture. Yang has signed a new contract, so hopefully he will do well. He's had a pretty decent season, Yang, so I suppose that is an asset, Yang there. But I think we are in trouble for wingers. We'll need to bring some people in. You guys like Nvuku and that are going to go back to their clubs. Adamu, Fian Chara will go back to his club, thankfully. We will not be signing any of these guys. The only loanees that we might bring in are Sriracha and Arajo, but I can't really see Arajo coming back, to be honest, because Alistair Johnson's back in the team, and he's phenomenal. Unless AJ moves on, he has a really good World Cup and moves on, which is entirely possible, let's be honest. But yeah, this video is basically about Jota, and it's worrying. I think there was one point where we all thought Jota could get in the Portugal team and that. He was playing that well, he was performing in the Champions League and stuff, but then he decided to go to Saudi just for money, let's be honest, just like everybody else is doing. And you can't really blame him. He was like, I'm sure it was 180 grand a week or something like that he was on at the time. How can you knock that back? It's impossible. But it's just like astronomical amount of money. But it seems to, Saudi have seemed to calm down a wee bit over the last year or two, when it comes to trying to sign everybody, you know what I mean? But I just hope the boy comes back better, and even if it's not Celtic, even if it's a year down the line and Celtic decide to terminate his contract and he moves on somewhere else, hopefully he can get back fit in some capacity, because it's never good seeing a guy like, he's still young. I'm not really sure what age he is, late 20s, isn't he? Mid to late 20s. So it's not really good to see a guy like that, lose his career. So let's see what the future brings for Celtic, but like I say, we've got some big up and coming weeks and months ahead, and I look forward to sharing it with you all. Thank you for listening.